Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be canning beef. I've taken several packs of chuck roast out of the freezer and let's go cut it up. Alrighty. I think I actually said chuck roast. They're steaks. I have some chuck roast, I have some sirloin. We raise our own beef to have it processed, so that's why it's in these packages. I'm going to get all this taken out and then we'll start cutting it up. I'm going to take you guys along for the whole ride. Alright, we're going to get these washed up now. Cut them up and get them ready. Do this a little bit different. I'll wash on one side and throw them to the other. Get these all washed. I'll bring you back. Okay, we've got everything washed. I'm gonna cut it up. I'll probably end up washing it again. I'm gonna take the majority of the fat off of here. I'm still gonna leave some. I'll throw that over here. Take the majority of the fat, and if there's any gristle, and take the bone out. Just gonna cut them in chunks. Cut out around the bone. And no, we are not throwing this bone out because I'm going to make a beef stock out of it because we don't want to waste nothing. Or not a whole lot anyway. I'm just going to cut these up in little cubes. Throw them to the side. And that's what we're going to can. I don't know if I said that earlier, but we're going to be doing the raw can method. Or the raw pack method, sorry. We're just going to take our meat and put it right into the cans. And it doesn't matter if you're using beef, pork, venison, you process it all the same way. And you probably don't need to cook this or cut it that small. I do because I'm using the pint-sized jars and I want to make sure I can fit it in there. When you're canning meat or potatoes, anything chunky like that, even fish, if you use the wide mouth jars, it makes it so much easier. I am going to stir this up a little bit because I had chuck steak and the sirloin in here. I want to make sure I don't get, all the sirloin in one jar. So I'm going to stir this up. Make sure my pieces are small enough while I'm fingering through it. And then we're going to put them in the jars. Some of this also has more fat than other pieces. And if you mix it up, you just, I don't know, just something I do. Kind of makes me feel better about getting equal amounts of everything in one jar. The jars have been washed. We're fixing to pack them up. Alright, we're ready to put the meat in the jars. Let's see. Get my little... Put this over here so you can see what we're doing. Alright. Got the funnel. And you just pack the meat in. I keep saying meat, it's beef. You want to make sure it's packed in really good. You also want to make sure to have a 1-inch headspace. We're going to fill up all our jars. I don't know how many I'm going to get out of this. Maybe 7 or 8, but I don't think so. Really want to pack it down. We're also going to go in with the debubbler and try to make sure we don't have any air spaces in here. Might get 7. It'd be really good. I think my canner holds 7 or 8. Really sticking my fingers in there to make sure I get all the air out. I have a little too much. Maybe not. I think this is going to be perfect. Just going back through to make sure I have a 1-inch headspace. Pack. Take the little debubbler and go along the sides. Try to get all the air out that you can possibly get out of it. You can hear. And it also gives you a little more room when you pack it down and get all the air out. Frees up that extra space. Push that one down in there. Right along the outside of your jars. Let's see how you can tell. Got that 1 inch of headspace. You want to make sure you have your 1 inch. One more. You go right along the edge of the rim, all the way to the bottom, and you can hear it pushing that air out. I'm going to get my vinegar and my paper towel. All right, we've got vinegar in here. Your clean towel. You just want to wipe the rim. Make sure it don't have any grease on it. Because if you have anything on there, it will not seal. I don't know why I did that. I should have actually put my salt in first. I use the Morton's canning salt, pickling salt. A lot of times they say if you use the regular table salt with iodine or the iodized salt, it kind of makes your jars cloudy. So you want to use a canning salt for this. And I'm using 1 teaspoon. The salt is totally optional. It doesn't do anything as far as canning. It is just for taste. So if you're watching your sodium intake, do not put it in. I'm actually going to wipe these off again. Just to make sure. I put it in the middle so I don't think I had anything on it. Just going to double check. Don't want anything on these rims. Lids on. Our rings. And just finger tight. The lid. The ring. Finger tight. Just finger tight. And we're going to take our cans and put it over in our pressure canner. Because you're cold packing or raw packing, the water in the canner is cold. We want everything to heat up at the same time. I'm going to fill these up and I'll bring you over here and show you what I've done. I almost forgot to add my vinegar. Okay, we're going to put the last jar in now. My pressure canner holds 8 pints. So that was perfect. Okay, I've turned the pressure canner on. I'm going to put my lid on here. There we go. You see the steam coming off of my beef broth that we're making. Yummy, yummy. Alright. So we've got the lid on the crock pot. No, we don't. We have the lid on the pressure cooker. As soon as it starts steaming, we're going to let it vent for 10 minutes. And go from there. You see how you have that steady stream coming out? You want that. And you want to make sure it does that for 10 minutes. Alright guys, I've vented for 10 minutes. Just put the weight on. My pressure is coming up. And as soon as it reaches 10 pounds of pressure, we will start the timing. I have pints, so we will let this cook for 75 minutes. Okay guys, we're jingling and the timer is set for 75 minutes. I will be back as soon as it's done and we'll take them out. Alright, my pressure is down to 0. My other little pressure thing is down. I'm going to take the weight off. And we're going to see what we got. Make sure to lift the lid away from you so you don't get that steam burn. Let's see inside. Looks like jars. Handy dandy lifter. Look. And you can still see it bubbling. It's still boiling in there. I'm going to take them all out. Can you see it boiling? Alright guys, here they are. They're all out. Whoa, that was a little close. There you go. Hope you guys liked this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or just want to tell me something, leave it in the comments below. See you next time.